Nice lighting, nice and peaceful today. We're just gonna start reaching side to side. Make sure, as always, since we're just getting warmed up, make sure as you're doing this, you're not leaning back. You wanna be, if anything, slightly rounded forward. So we're just trying to expand the waist, not so much focus on putting impact on the back. So you can bend your knees a little bit. That will help protect the lower back. Had a little bit of lower back issues this week, but starting to get better. So we'll do a few stretches for back and maybe do a little bit of toning today. Now, going a little bit wider with the legs, we're gonna reach, draw this arm forward. So still leaning forward, squeezing the glutes, soft bend in the knees, and then pull it up and back. Other side. So lean, draw that top arm forward, and then up and back. Other side. Lean, round, up and back. Lean, round, up and back. Now we're going to go a little bit flowy. So we're going to lean, round, up. Lean, round, up. And you'll start feeling this in your mid, lower back. So listen to it. Make sure, and you can start getting a little flowier, a little bit bigger. And most important thing, squeeze the glutes, lean forward, and keep a soft bend in the knees, and that's going to keep that lower back protected. Also, try not to lean out here. Keep the glutes underneath you as you do this. Last time, we're going to hold it here, keep the arm up overhead, and then just pull that elbow back and forward. So now think about drawing a figure 8 with the elbow. So forward, up and back. Forward, up and back. 2 more. Forward, up and back. Forward, up and back. Switching sides. So up overhead, and we pull it back. I kind of arch my back as I do that. And then as I draw that elbow forward, I'm tucking the hips, rounding the shoulders, up and back. So figure 8 with that elbow. A few more times. 2 more. Last one. And then let's just go ahead and reach the arm. So start to lengthen that arm. Stretching. Remember, listen to your body. If this is your first time that you're really moving today, make sure that you take it slow and allow your body to warm up at its own pace to avoid injury. Then we reach 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Reach down and away. 2, 3, 4, 5. Also feeling that inner thigh as we lunge. Bring it back up, reach across. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and up overhead. Reach. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Back to center. Bring those arms up. Bring those legs underneath your body. We're going to open up the arms, so a double figure 8. Arms go back, chest expands, and then round and tuck, arms come forward. Up and back, round and forward. Up and back, round and forward. 4 times. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now facing the corner. Same thing, so my hips are facing toward corner of your mat, corner of the room, whatever is easier. 2, 3, 4. And as we round forward, we're rounding that spine and lengthening it, separating those little vertebrae. Switching to the other corner, open and back, and quick movement, so we're getting our heart rate up a little bit. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake out the arms. We're going to extend this left leg, or right side. I forget if I'm mirroring you. Anyway, leg out to the side, doesn't matter which one, we just lift. Tiny little lifts. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switching sides. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and switch. 8, 7, 6, 5. So I'm just tapping that toe, switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now forward. We're just going to do small little arcing up and over. 3, 4. Feel that outer hip activate. Switching sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch again. Over and up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last set. 1, 2, 3. A little bit of coordination challenge as well. And now going to the back. We're just going to do lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switching legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And shake out those legs. Nice job, you guys. Kick them out. Shake them out. We're going to continue to stretch and warm up the body. Nice, deep, elongating stretches. So starting out with nice wide stance, what we're going to do, bend the knees, just a little half bend. We're going to reach those arms forward, turn the palms up, pull the elbows back, and then we're going to lift those elbows up. At the same time, I'm going to go into a standing cat stretch. So hips are tucked under, shoulders are rounded. I'm going to stretch, elongate those arms, feel those mid-upper back muscles expanding, and then I'm going to draw figure 8 side to side. Staying in that position, so it's easy to want to lean back, but that causes impact in the lower back. We're wanting to lengthen it. So side to side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then coming back to center, drop those arms forward. Notice my hips stay tucked underneath. I'm going to reach one arm towards the floor and then the other. Now keep it nice and open through the chest. So not forward like this, tucked, rounded, reach, reach, reach. So keep those shoulders and arms close to your body. Like my hands are grazing my quads. If you lean too forward, you're going to feel it in that lower back, and we want to avoid that. 2 more. Nice deep stretch into that lower back. Again, my lower back is pretty sensitive right now, so I'm not forcing anything, just moving through. Doesn't matter how deep into the stretch you get, it's just about moving the body, getting all those joints, muscles, ligaments activated so they don't atrophy. We don't want to lose strength or mobility throughout our life. So we're going to start again. Bend the knees, tuck those hips under, reach the arms forward, palms up, pull the elbows back, lift up and around, hollowed out C shape here, grab, and then keeping those hips tucked, shoulders rounded, figure 8. 8. So I'm keeping my range of motion pretty small. Just even this small little figure 8 feels really good for that lower mid back. And as you get a little bit bigger, you'll definitely feel a deeper pull. So listen to whatever feels right to you today. Back to center. This time we're going to bring the hands in. So bend the elbows, clasp the hands, pretend like you're pulling those fingers apart, and we're going to dip to the side and then to the other side. So think of like a little teeter-totter. And I'll show you from the side. I'm keeping those arms, elbows stay in line. We're just going diagonal and diagonal. Reach it out. Drop those arms down. Remember, keep the shoulders right above the hips, and we reach. And this is where I'm being very careful with how far I reach. The further I reach, the deeper of a stretch you get in that lower back. So again, I'm not forcing anything. I want to just take it easy and just move. Never moving in that pain zone. So we want to move until right before we hit that potential pain zone. Remember, uncomfortable, challenging is good, sharp pain, not so good. Back to center, lift up, roll those shoulders back. We're going to do that one more time. third time's the charm. That's when our muscles really start to loosen up and our reflexes allow us to get even deeper into that stretch. All right, so I'm gonna face sideways one last time. We're gonna extend those arms forward, turn the palms out, bend the knees, pull the elbows back, go into that cow stretch. And then as I lift those elbows up and around, I go into my cat stretch. Stay here, figure eights. So this time around, your muscles might feel a little bit looser. I feel like I can get a little bit deeper range of motion without fear of any too much impact in that lower, or too deep of a stretch in the lower back. So having little injuries like I have been lately have been really good lessons for me. And instead of letting myself get frustrated or resentful, I shake it out, shoulders above the hips, reach. I try to give gratitude to my body and just thank it for giving me the messages that it needs. And then just being proactive, stretching, visiting a chiropractor, and listening to the messages that your body's giving you. We should be very grateful for that. So when I get frustrated, I remind myself of that. It's a work in progress. Back to center, roll up, roll those shoulders back, 3, 2, 1, and forward, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna stay in that nice wide stance. Upper body should be nice and warmed up. Now we're gonna activate the lower body. So finding your plie position, we're gonna keep chest open, sinking straight down into that plie, and just move around in it. So I'm kind of in a half plie right now. I'm gonna be cautious with this as well. Abdominals pulled in tight. A couple years ago, I had a really, really bad back pain, and people were recommending physical therapy, chiropractor, all this stuff. And then I realized eccentrics is really a form of physical therapy, all that stuff in one. So I started just doing every night. I did a back pain relief exercise program, like 20 minutes long. And within a week, the back pain was very, very minimal. Keep that heel lifted and press. So while I'm not saying that you shouldn't go visit a professional, there's something to be said about being consistent with your 20 minutes of movement every day, and just the benefits of doing this type of movement every day for just a short amount of time, for me, really keeps me healthy. And I will say, I haven't been doing it every single day. I've been doing other types of stretches, but I think these exercises are very specific to how our body moves. All right, and then staying on this right side, or the first side, we're just gonna lean to one side, come back to center. Lean, center. So really feeling those inner thighs, glutes, outer thighs. 2, 1, switching sides, lift and lean. 2, 3, 4 more. Check out that knee ankle alignment. Make sure this knee isn't falling in. 2, 1, lower down. Reach those arms up. We're gonna plie, pull the elbow down and up. And again, listen to your body. If you can reach all the way out here, go ahead and do that. I'm gonna be a little more cautious today. And notice also, when I come full extension, I don't lift up at all. So I'm staying in this same plie position. If you want, we can get it a little bit lower, but just try not to lift up. 4 more, 4. Feeling those inner thighs. 3, 2, 1. Back up, give those legs a little break. Then we're gonna come back down, incorporate the upper body a bit. So nice deep plie. We're gonna reach those arms out and around. So think about being in the center of a table, and you're trying to clean the very edge of that round table. Switching sides, and while my glutes are kind of going back, I'm still trying to stay right underneath myself into those plie positions. 2, 1, and now cleaning a big round mirror. So same thing, but now we're going out, up, and around. Out, and we're fully extending at the top. Switch directions, out, up, and around. Out, up and around. Out, up and around. Out, up and around. And now we're gonna lunge up, lunge up. Reach as far out as you can. Check out that knee ankle alignment. Go a little bit wider with your stance if you need to make sure that knee stops right above the ankle. 2 more each side. And last one. Back to center. Bring those feet in. Bend the knees. Tuck the hips. And then just pull those arms back like someone's trying to open up your chest. We're gonna do that again. Up tall, bend the knees, tuck the glutes, pull back, try to keep that rib cage in. One more time, up, turn out, plie, rib cage in, pull back. And shake it out. All right, going back into that nice wide stance. Arm, upper body and lower body is gonna be activated. We're gonna pull. I like to think about pulling a big bow tight, and then we're gonna lunge 3, 2, 1. Other side, pull, lunge 3, 2, 1. Oh, this weather is so nice. A little bit of fog, a little bit of breeze. Perfect. 3, 2, 1. Pull, 3, 2, 1. Pull, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it here. 3, 2, 1. We circle back. 2, 3. Circle forward. 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna tilt. 1, 2, 3. Circle forward. 1, 2, 3. And then other side. So we pull. 3, 2, 1. Circle back. 2, 3. Circle forward. 1, 2, 3. Lean. Press. 2, 3. Circle back. 1, 2, 3. I think I added something there. Circle. 2, 3. And now we're gonna pull, lunge. Pull to singles. Pull. Try to get a little bit deeper into that lunge. 2, 1. Now hold it onto that to that first side, and we're gonna go up and over. Up and over, so get as deep into that lunge as you can. Up and over, and up and over. Other side, up and over, up and over. Good, 2 more. Up and over, and up and over. Back to center, pull, diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to keep that rib cage in. Circle back and try to keep that chest open, so it's really easy to want to twist. Keep it facing me. Reverse the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Pull. Last one. I know the arms are killing you. Circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last 8. Pump it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Back to center. Shake out those arms. Woo! Roll the shoulders back. We'll do a little bit of stretching for the arms, wrists, fingers, neck. We'll do that whole area. So bring that arm across, just hug it into your body. Circle that wrist 3. So we're just releasing those triceps and shoulders, all those muscles we just worked. Reverse the circle. Open everything up. Bring it across, shoulder down, circle. 2, 3. Reverse it. 1, 2, 3. And then just open and close those hands. You can do just like a partial extension. Just get into those little joints, ligaments that are always doing just tiny, tiny movement on our phones, on our computer. We're just trying to get them nice and long, extend them. That same idea when we work our arms in that lengthened position we want to work. So hold it here and then just wiggle those fingers in that long position. You can keep them out if you want a little more of an arm burnout, or you can keep them close if your shoulders are just shot. And try not to bend the fingers, just keep them long. 4, 3, 2, 1, shake it out. Now bringing the arm in front, gently pull back on the knuckles, drop the shoulder. We're gonna breathe in, breathe out, relax. Turn it around, palm is facing towards me. Gently pull back on those fingers. And switch. Top of the hand faces towards me, gently pull back on the knuckles. And then turn it around, face that palm toward me, gently pull back on the fingers. Try to keep those shoulders down. Use this time to breathe. And then we're gonna bring the arms up overhead. Gently grab onto that elbow so you're getting a nice deep tricep stretch, back of the arm, look toward it. A little bit, I like to go wider with my legs, bend the knees just a little bit to protect the lower back, and then lean away from it. So should feel really good down the side, especially into that tricep. Breathe in, come up a little bit. Breathe out, come down a little bit more. Breathe in, come up just a few inches. Breathe out, come down a little bit lower. And switching sides. Grab, look, and lean. Feeling the triceps. Breathe in, come up a little bit. Breathe out, come down a little bit lower. Breathe in, come up a bit. Breathe out a little bit lower. Let's go one more time. Breathe in, up. Breathe out, down. Back to center, and then let's get into our neck a little bit. So we're gonna press one arm down to the floor, and then opposite ear is gonna drop down to the shoulder, and then turn, looking over the shoulder, and then looking back towards me, drop the ear. So you should get a nice long stretch. If this is too deep of a stretch, if you have really tight muscles, you can let that arm just relax and just let the weight of the head be enough. I like to go a little bit deeper. I found great relief in jaw pain, neck pain by doing these very, very regularly. Back to center, shake it out. Same thing on the other side. Lock that arm down, drop the ear to the shoulder. Twist, look over the shoulder. Drop ear to shoulder. Look over the shoulder. Drop ear to shoulder one more time each side or each direction. Look over the shoulder. And then last stretch for that upper body, one of my favorites, we're gonna just clasp our hands behind our back. Drop those shoulders down and try to extend those arms as long as you can get them. And if you can't clasp your hands, you can always just press and pull back and just extend, try to keep those muscles long. A little bit more added challenge, what you can do is come forward, those arms lift up. I like to keep a bend in my knees to protect the lower back, make sure I'm not overstretching. And then lower it down, come up, and roll the shoulders back. And forward. All right, we're gonna get back into some spinal mobility, a little bit of core work. I think we've done these before. So we're gonna do those windmills, or it's like swimming laps in a pool. So I'm gonna extend one arm forward, soft bend in my knees, the other one's gonna go back. Now my front arm, my palm is always down, and my back arm, my palm is always up. So, and then it kind of twists as I turn. And then when I get those arms parallel, I like to do one more little inch of a twist, and then twist again, settle into that position, lengthen my arms. So it's not only stretching in through my spine, making sure that our spine stays mobile in all directions, not just meant to be static. It's supposed to be twisting and turning. And then when I find that parallel position, I twist a little bit more, and my arms get a nice lengthening stretch as well. And then as I'm twisting and controlling this movement, my core is staying tight. Twist, and then we're going to incorporate the lower body shortly. So this is a very much full body stretch, one of my favorites. Twist one more time. And now we're going to face the side. So set yourself up kind of like a warrior pose. So toes are front, and then this back foot is kind of turned out. Try to line up the heels. And I'm going to start out by reaching both arms out, and I'm going to start that windmill. And here you can really get a little bit more of a twist. So I like to lift up tall as I transition, and then really sink and reach into it as I twist. Up, come down and twist. Up, come down and twist. Up, come down and twist. And now I'm going to reverse it. So now that front arm is going to come up, back and around. Up, back and around. Up, back and around. And because it's full body, it's a little bit challenging, forcing a lot of muscles to work. Take that back arm, meet it in front. Reach, reach, reach. Lift those arms up for 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms out to the side. Make sure they're in your peripheral vision. Lift up 3, 2, 1. And then bring opposite arm to leg forward. Lean into it. Lift that front arm. 3, 2, 1. And let's go ahead and switch sides. Shake out those arms. We're going to lunge into it. Nice deep lunge into that front leg. Lean into it. Reach both arms and start the forward windmills. Forward for 4, 3, 2. Actually, I think we did 8. So do a little bit more. 4 more. 4. And if that back calf feels super tight, because we are engaging it by keeping that heel down, you can lift up that heel a little bit. So listen to that calf as well. We don't want to force anything. 1 more, then we reverse it. And we go up and back for 8. 7. Try to sink into it and reach. 6. I always have to remind myself to slow down in all areas of my life, including this one. So when you get to that lowest position, reach further and then circle back. 2, 1. Take that back arm, meet it in front, reach both arms up, and lift 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms out to the side. Keep them in your peripheral vision. 3, 2, 1. And then opposite arm, the arm closest to me or opposite to the front leg. Lift it up. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Whew. Shake out those arms. Swing them forward and back. Oh, lots of arm work today. So let's just finish up the same way we started. Soften in those knees and just lean side to side. Protecting the back muscles. And then let's do those little super loose figure 8s just to loosen up our arms. Mine are pretty tired. So just moving them nice and flowy. This is another thing you can do. Anytime you're feeling tight or sore, just move. It doesn't have to be this super intense deep stretch. It's just moving. 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center. Shake out those arms for our last 3 final breaths. We're going to reach the arms up. Hike the shoulders up. Breathe in. 3, 2, 1. Let it all go. 2 more just like that. Nice and tall. Breathe in. Tight, tight, tight tension. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. And 1 more time. Up. Lift. 3, 2, 1. Release it. And you guys are all done. Awesome.